Hello, everyone. We're looking at another example of rules of divisibility, and today we're going to understand the rules of dividing by 10. Divisibility by 10 works for numbers ending with zero. We know that, right? But here's why dividing by 10 is so powerful. But before we do that, let's just take a look at some quick examples of dividing by 10 because we know that 10 divided by 10 will give us 1. 20 divided by 10 will give us 2. 30 divided by 10 will give us 3. 40 divided by 10 will give us 4. 50 divided by 10 will give us 5. 60 divided by 10 will give us 6. And 70 divided by 10 will give us 7. And the reason why I'm going through that redundancy is just to let you know that all you have to do when you divide it by 10, if that number ends in 0, just chop off a 0. And so the same is true with big numbers. So let's say we have 1,560 divided by 10. Let's set it up this way in which we have 1,560 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator. Just as long as we have 0 at the end here and 0 at the end here, all we have to do is just chop them off. And our answer is just simply 156. Okay, and so to build our comfort level in dividing by 10, let's take a look at the other three examples in which we have 3,270 divided by 10. We set it up this way in which we have 3,270 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator, chop off the zeros at the end, and guess what we have? 327. Just like that, not a problem at all. And we'll do the same thing with 4,630, setting it up this way. And all we have to do is when we divide 4,630 by 10, we're just going to chop off the zeros at the end here, and our answer is going to be 463. And finally, let's use 8,740 and see what happens when we divide that number by 10. And as you can see, when we chop off the zero at the end, our answer is, or I should say our quotient is 874. And so as you can see right here, and so in the first big example, 156 is our quotient for 1,560 divided by 10. 327 is our quotient when we divide 3,270 by 10. And when we divide 4,630 by 10, our quotient is 463. And when we divide 8,740 by 10, our quotient is 874. You ever see some useful information now? And I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause the video just to take a look at everything or replay this video as many times you need to gain a deeper understanding of divisibility by 10. But in the meantime, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you and goodbye.